Edgar from TAGME Photo Booth. I need you to let everybody know what is TAGME Photo Booth.
Of course, yeah. So Tag Me Photo Booth, the short version is we are a photo booth rental company, but we specialize in customization. So a lot of times that's why they love us. It's the amount of customization that we offer. If they want to change as small as a button, like the color of a button, we can change everything and make it fully customizable to fit whatever event it is.
I mean, I've used you guys three times now for three big events, but so I kind of know what to ask and I kind of don't. So
Yeah.
what makes, and I've not used any other service. So what makes TAGME Photo Booth a better service than some of the other that are out there?
Yeah, so I kind of touched on it a little bit, but
Yeah.
what makes us definitely different is one, the image quality. Our image quality is consistent every single event. When they hire us, they know it's going to be the best image quality possible. And second is what we touched on is the customization and how fast we can do it. So a lot of times, our clients are like, "Hey, it's going to be this by this much size," and then it suddenly changes. We can make very quick adjustments very quickly to adjust to whatever setting we're in, make light adjustments. And so we're very versatile and very flexible in what we deliver. And so I think that's why they love us, is that whatever it is, whatever the scenario, we deliver the same result every single time.
So the events that you do,
Uh-huh.
tell us a little bit about the different kinds of events where you show up and you set up. What's it? What are they like?
Yeah. So, I mean, I think an interesting story is to let you know how we evolved. So we started with a lot of backyard parties, friends and family. It was just my wife and I at the time. And we eventually started doing some charity work. And in one of those charity events, we started getting noticed by corporate people. And that's when our business took a wild turn and we started doing a lot of corporate events. And so nowadays we do a lot of corporate events. We do a lot of celebrity work. We work with a lot of artists and they just contact us and it exploded after a few charity events. And so now we've done like Comic Con. I mean, they've flown us out all the way to
Oh, really?
Canada.
Wow.
Yeah. And
So
so yeah, go ahead.
what we may have missed in the very beginning is you're a photo booth, so you're hosting this corporate event
Mhm.
and walk us through the experience.
Of course. So corporate events are very tricky because they like to do everything last minute. And even when it's last minute, they like making changes like the day. And so we have to be at our A game every single time and be ready for anything, have backup gear of everything. But once we actually get there, it's these are the best activations. They usually have really nice setup, huge crowds are attracted to it. And sometimes they attract celebrities and all of them are different. I can't say one is exactly like the other. They're all very fun, very exciting, and lots of gear that gets given out.
So how many I know my event is not a corporate event, it's much more family friendly our event.
It's still big
But
for us. It's important
I
for us. Yeah.
it's a lot of fun. How many photos? This is an odd question for you, but of all the photos that you've taken in I'm going to say in the last 3 months because it was probably a good holiday season for you guys. How many photos do you think overall you guys have taken?
Oh wow.
How
Wow.
many events, and then how many photos do you average per event, do you think?
So it depends. So if it's a very busy crowd where they are in love with the photo booth and it is the main attraction, I can get anywhere from like 200, maybe 400 photos, depending on the amount of time. So like
Oh
100
wow.
photos per hour. And that's very fast. But
No,
that's when
that's
it's
super
very,
fast.
yeah. And so that's when it's like the main attraction and everyone's there and that's all they want to do. But then I've had like slower events where even like a 5 hour wedding, but the wedding has a lot of activities and
Right.
maybe only like 40 pictures get taken the entire night. And so it varies, but I would say, uh, I mean, I think a safe bet would be 100,000 photos since we started. We
Wow.
have, yeah, huge hard drives that are get filled up very quickly.
So I noticed the last event that we did, you
Uh-huh.
used to email the photo if somebody wanted to put in their email. And I noticed this event, you were texting, so they would get the printout in their hand, and then they would also get a text message with the image. Is that where you guys have kind of moved to, or do you still do the email as well?
Yes, we still do the email. We did that specifically for your event because we knew the amount of people that were going to be there.
Yeah,
And the feedback I had gotten the last few years was like, hey, the email's taking forever. And we want to
right.
just kind of get the crowds moving.
Yeah.
And that was the big reason we did it just for your event, was to kind of speed up the lines.
It did, yeah,
I
because we had a huge, I think we were over 200 photos this year.
it does, it gets bigger every single
It
year.
it, it
And
does, yeah.
so yeah, and so it was more of a customization thing to speed up the line. But
It
I
did,
actually
and
heard
that
this,
worked.
yeah, I actually heard this year that you had a lot of extra time. So maybe next year we can play around with having it again.
Yeah, we had some extra time. We had some extra things going on, but we had Santa was on a time schedule, so we had to get Santa back in his sleigh on this one.
Got
So we're
it.
like, okay, we got to move. We got to move. So speaking of events, other than the corporate events, what are there smaller events that you guys still do?
Yeah, so we still do weddings, every possible event that you can get. I mean, we're doing like a 50th birthday coming up soon. And so we still do all kinds of events. We're not restricted to anything or anywhere.
That's
And so,
nice.
yeah, anyone that reaches out to us, we're probably going to do their event.
So that was going to be my two questions, my two last questions for you. One is, so who should be using Tag Me Photo Booth?
Um, anyone that's looking for the best image quality possible at an affordable price, because I've seen some very, very high end photo booths that are charging ridiculously crazy prices. And so I think, for what we're offering, it is definitely competitive with our, at least our higher end competitors. And so anyone that's looking for the best image quality, I would say.
And it does add a certain element to your event to have your guests taking pictures and kind of saving the memory. And the other thing that I really like about you guys is that you send me the entire set of photos. So
Yes.
in case someone lost it, or I just wanted to see, oh, that was, who came and the fun they were having. And one of the best photos that I actually have on the bookcase at our office is there was a little boy that sat down in Santa's lap last year and just crying his eyes out, like the classic, I don't want to do this. And it just, you guys captured just that moment. And it was the best. And I think the parents even sent me an email saying that was the was classic photo ever. So they really enjoy it. And now we've got people coming back for the third year, which
Wow.
was really cool. So
Yeah, the word's spreading fast. It does seem to be getting bigger and bigger every year.
yeah.
Yeah,
So let me close with, and thank you for doing this,
of
because
course.
everybody could always use more business, right? Nobody ever has
Yeah,
too much business.
yes.
Actually, I had someone say that to me. I'm too busy. And I'm like, no, you're not. You're just not
Yeah, they just need
organized
to
enough.
grow.
So, contact information. Let us have it.
Yeah, of course. So they can reach me in my personal cell phone, which is 626-494-2243. There's also my email. It's edgar@tagmebooth.com. And then there's our website, www.tagmebooth.com. And our handles are all
Awesome.
the same, at Tagme Booth.
Excellent. Well, you're up on my preferred professional list now, and now there'll be this video will be attached to all your contact info.
Okay.
And then the other thing I'm doing this year with every newsletter, I'm highlighting a business. So you're going to be the first business that we highlight for the new year.
Oh, that's very special. That's very sweet. Thank you so
Awesome.
much for doing that.
Cool. Well, we love our professionals and we take good care of them.
Thank you.
There you go. I'll be back in touch. I'll have another event for you guys soon.
Okay, sounds good. Looking forward to it.